Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Wow. Just went over to a guy's house, and he had called me and said, Mark, I need you to come through, man. The shower pan is leaking in my shower, and it's a mess. I've already had some guys out taking a look at it, and man, they're going to charge an arm and 3 legs. It's a mess, man. And I went over to look at it, and there's a hole in the ceiling up underneath of it, and you can see where the drywall had been wet and came through. And I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at it. And I said, I don't think that the shower's your problem. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, you see over there? I said, you see it's wet over there? He's like, yeah. Well, he said that, that's the sink in the back. I was like, nah, I don't think that is. I said, but we need to cut open that spot and take a look at that, because I said, I think the water is starting over there. And because I said, you see, there's another little spot over here. I said, I think it's carrying over here, and this is the low spot where it's hitting. And so I went out and I got, drop cloth, put down on the washing machine and cut a hole out in the ceiling. And there's the cast iron fitting that's going up to the toilet. It's an older house. Older house that's been renovated, but it's still an older house. It's still got the cast iron plumbing in it. And so I said, go upstairs and flush the toilet. So he flushes the toilet, and lo and behold, that's where the leak is. It's around the flange. The water is it's not sealed, so I have to go through and reseal the toilet, and I'll have to cut out the drywall and fix it, which is a whole lot better than ripping out the shower and the shower pan that the company came through and told them, we're going to need to rip out the shower and redo the shower drain and all that stuff, and then, $7,000 worth of work. And they would have went through and done all that, and it would still be leaking. It would still be leaking because they really didn't look. They just assumed. But anyway, saved him a lot of money. I guess I could have been dishonest and said, yeah, that's your problem, and then went over and snuck and fixed the other thing, but that's not the way I do it. So, it's 12:30. Headed back to the man cave. We got football starting at 5 o'clock. 4.5 hours from now, we got NFL football. I can't wait. So I think I'm going to go through. It's just going to be me, E2 Blue, and Michael Anthony tonight at the man cave. It's going to be a quiet night, and I'm okay with that. I don't need it to be a crazy night. It's 2 games. Just going to focus in on the Cowboys and the game. What I hope the Dallas Cowboys get a victory. I hope we get a victory. I would love to see us get to 3-3, get kind of a stranglehold, at least to begin with our division, start building some momentum. And more than anything else, I'm hoping that this is the opportunity for Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, who have been enamored with passing the ball like crazy. How crazy is it? I want you to think about this. Dak Prescott still leads the NFL in passing right now. Missed out on the game last week, didn't play this week. Still leads the NFL in passing. We passed the ball, and it wasn't a matter of, Dak was bad passing the ball. The problem was, even though you got all these numbers passing, you destroyed your defense because they were exposed at being on the field too long. Jimmy Johnson agreed with me as far as they need to get back to slowing the clock down. They need to get some balance. And we got out of balance too much because you look at the weapons. You just kind of like, yeah, man, look at CD. We could have Rookie of the Year right here. Boom. We can justify the draft pick having Rookie of the Year with CD Lamb. Oh, man, we paid Amari Cooper a lot of money. So, we got to make sure his numbers show that it was worth it right there. And then Michael Gallup, man, we got to make sure he get him the ball too to show how smart we were to draft in the third round. And if we decide that we want to go ahead and, trade somebody, we got to justify his trade value too. Maybe we get a number one for him. And those are things that are going through. And of course, Mike McCarthy having the pedigree of Aaron Rodgers and Joe Montana and Brett Favre, of course, he wants to prove everybody that he's the quarterback guru, that he, in fact, makes quarterbacks. And it's just like, yeah, we're throwing the ball like crazy. We're getting more yards per pass and yards after the catch and everything else. And we're about to blow away the single season record in passing. But unfortunately, with the defense that we have, that's not taking away the football and can't help us and get us exposed, it's not a winning formula. What we got to do is, I'm not saying we don't need to pass, because we do. You don't want to just let those weapons that we have just go to waste. Boy, that's brand new right there, that excavator. Damn, that's a big ass bucket on that thing. You don't want to waste those things, but we have to get some semblance of balance. We have to help the defense by keeping them off the field longer and control the clock, that we can get long sustained drives, that we literally get Zeke Elliott going and running downhill. If we can start doing these things, these are things that can help the team start building some momentum and help get us to the playoffs and maybe get us a playoff win. I know it's crazy, and I know people are going to laugh at me and saying that. You're talking about playoffs? Yeah, when you look at our division, come on. The Eagles literally, every week, Zach Ertz is getting an MRI, and somebody, who else is getting an MRI? Oh, Miles Sanders is getting an MRI, on his knee, and Zach Ertz on his ankle. Literally, they're ready to call up Philly 500. I'm serious. Philly 500, be ready. Be ready, dog, because they may have to call up Philly 500 to play on that team, because they have literally lost so many people. I really feel bad for them and their fan base for the amount of players that have been knocked out. And Carson Wentz, I think he's thrown the most interceptions in the NFL, and I think he's also the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. Those are two stats that you don't want to have if you're going to be a winning team. So I'm not saying that their season is done, but man, it's hard to think that they can get that thing turned around. And I'm not saying that my team is actually in a good position, because we could go out here and play some doo-doo. We can lay an egg. We can just look like hot garbage. So I'm not by any stretch of imagination saying that we got it all figured out, because we don't. But we'll have to wait and see what happens on it tonight. It's going to get interesting for sure. But I think we need to start getting the ball rolling. Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, strap up tight, man. Because if this train is going to go anywhere this year, it's going to be on the backs of you two guys. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys, I guess, in about 4 hours and 20 minutes. We'll be live streaming. Damn. 5 o'clock to about 12 o'clock. Damn. That's 7 hours.